The Mars satellite captures images of giant claw marks across the planet's surface. That's what they look like, but they're not, of course. Stunning images taken by European Space Agency's ESA Mars Express orbiter show a fault system that resembles giant claw marks that was made by the growth of a volcano, from what they theorize. The fault system, dubbed the Tantalus fossae, is a system of lengthy troughs. It's lying along the eastern flank of the vast low-lying volcano known as Alba Mons, and the fossae formed around 3.6 to 3.2 billion years ago as the summit of the volcano rose in elevation, and it caused the surrounding surface of the red planet to crack open, and as pairs of parallel faults opened up, the rock between them would drop down, forming a trough that geologists refer to as a graben. As the Tantalus fossae formed on the eastern side of Alba Mons, similar graben structures also developed on the other side of the volcano, and researchers have named these the Alba fossae. Together, these two fossae formed an incomplete ring around the volcano, stretching over more than 620 miles. The graben meanwhile stretches up to 6.2 miles in width and can be some 1,150 feet deep as well. Now, the stunning images taken by Mars Express show fault systems that resemble giant claw marks, images by ESA. In the Mars Express images, the grabens, which have been dubbed claw marks, quote unquote, can be seen running from the northeast to the southwest, that is, from the bottom right to the top left of each image. And because the grabens formed one after the other, rather than all at the same time, geologists have been able to reconstruct a timeline for the faulting. The new images, for example, also capture a large impact crater that is cross-cut by the grabens, indicating that the crater must predate the faults and the uplift that produced them. But a slightly smaller crater, also visible in the shots, is superimposed on top of the faults, meaning that it, in contrast, has to be younger. The terrain covered by the images also sports many small branching valleys, and because these appear to cut directly through the grabens, they must also predate the volcanic uplift and the creation of the fault system. So the researchers' interpretation is supported by the fact that the northern part of the terrain is far lower lying than the southern part by up to almost 2 miles in places. Despite this, though, the valleys do not merge in this lower area as would be expected had they been carved before terrain was reshaped by the growth of the Alba Mons. The Mars Express orbiter had been circling and mapping out the red planet since 2003. The mission provided scientists with information on Mars surface geology, composition, and circulation patterns of the thin atmosphere, and is even probing beneath the crust of the red planet. The new images of the Tantalus fossae were taken by the orbiter's high-resolution stereo camera. It's capable of producing images with a resolution of 7.5 feet per pixel of a 0.9 square mile of terrain from an altitude of about 155 miles up. The camera is imaged by the majority of Mars' surface, has imaged the surface of Mars and revealing diverse features from wind-sculpted ridges and impact craters to ancient lava pools and long dried-out river channels as well. And this is by Express UK. Ian Randall, please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.